what it is, guys. It's actually been a couple weeks since I've been on here. I've been busy in my studio updating all of my gear, in quotation marks, gear, so I can actually live stream at a higher definition, which I am pumped about. It's looking good in the live lessons. So if you guys haven't stopped by and checked that out, you should. There's also a student channel that we have going where all the students actually upload videos, and then I can actually see them playing, and I'm able to critique a little bit and push them along with their technique, things like that. You guys should definitely check it out. I'll put the link in the bottom of this video if you're seeing this on YouTube. But the live lessons, we just upped the kind of the definition of how we're doing it with the live streaming. And so to celebrate that, if you sign up in February, I'm giving a free PDF copy of one of my books of your choosing, along with 2 downloadable video lessons, just as my way of saying thank you guys for the support and for letting me be able to do this and be able to teach you guys. And I also want to delve into a lesson today. That's why you're all here, is the lesson. So I want to talk about a drum fill with just a simple pattern over the hands. Too often we get so caught up in this, how linear can I make it? Can I grow a 5th limb and actually play? It's like, it doesn't have to be that complicated all the time to sound really cool. Listen to Steve Gadd, listen to some of the stuff that guy does. I mean, some of the stuff he does is so simple. Even Stanton Moore, I'm not calling these guys bad drummers by any means, but they've learned how to utilize the simple and make it seem complex. And it just blows my mind how they'll do the simplest thing. I watched Stanton one night in a club when I lived in New Orleans. We were at the Maple Leaf, and I was watching him play. I think he was playing with either 4 or more, or maybe he was sitting in with Johnny Vodakovich's trio. I forget which. But he played this triplet figure over and over and over. And I just remember sitting there going, that's the same figure. He's just playing on a different part of the beat, or he's just turning it around it. But it's the exact same figure. And he played it so well and so convincingly. It was dope. I loved every minute of just sitting there watching him take this simple figure and moving around the drums. So I want to do just a simple sticking today, and what we're going to do is it's going to be 16th notes. So it's going to be 16 notes long, and it's going to I'll break them up into 4 different segments so you can know. So every beat you'll know what's going on. So the first beat, it's going to be 4 singles starting with the right hand. 1 E and it's my karate chop single. So 1 E and right? The second beat is going to be 2 right hands, so 1 E and then a left and a right, and there we've actually reversed the sticking. So put those 2 together, 1 E and 2 E and well, now the sticking's reversed, and so the next beat 3 is going to be 3 E and singles, but starting with the left hand. So 3 E and then the last beat is actually going to be singles, but starting on the right hand. So that means that at the end of that 3 on the you're going to have a double. So it's going to be 3 E and 4 E and, I almost said 1 E and, we're in 4, Steven. So it'll be 3 E and 4 E and. Okay, so the whole pattern real slow is right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. If you'll notice, 3 of those beats are simply singles. They're simple single strokes. Okay, so 1 is right, left, right, left. 3 is left, right, left, right. 4 is right, left, right, left. There's 2 doubles in there, and that's all. Now, I'm accenting certain beats on this, but you don't have to. There's no certain accent. I'm not going to put an accent in this to say, this is the accent you play. Come up with your own accents. I just want you to know the pattern, okay? So we're going to play quarter notes here on the hi-hat, and we're going to play that pattern real slow right here on the snare drum. And actually, I'm going to play it real slow on the snare drum, and then I'm going to change my right hand to the cowbell so that you can hear the difference of which notes it's playing. And if I accent certain notes, it's just because I'm working things out. There's no particular accent that you have to do for this pattern for it to work. So here we go. Now you might say, that's not that hip of a pattern, Steven. It's just kind of 16th notes. Well, it's not until you start to add accents to it or do what I call embellishing it. Let's put that quote in quotations. Embellishing it, class. So we're going to actually start to embellish this with some accents. So what happens if I take it and put some accents in there? So it starts to sound a little bit hipper whenever you actually add a few accents in there. And then when you start to speed it up, it sounds a lot hipper than whenever you first started. So let's speed it up just on the snare, and then I'll start to take it around the kit and show you kind of, I'll move one hand at a time and kind of show you how you can start to move that around and get different sounds with it. So as you go around the kit, it starts to morph into something that it wasn't when you started. So this pattern that seemed just real one-dimensional all of a sudden starts to take on all these peaks and valleys. And then when you really start to speed it up, it starts to get some life to it. And that's how you take a simple pattern and make it come to life. Now, what's one more thing we could do with it? One more thing we could do with it is add the kick drum with the right hand. That seems pretty simple. Seems pretty cool. So let's try doing that just with your hand on the hi-hat. Okay, so that's all I got today. Again, check out the lessons on the website, because we're having a blast in there every freaking week. So if you sign up in February, again, you get a free PDF copy of one of my books of your choosing, and also 2 free video downloads that you get to choose about. So awesome. I'll see you guys next time.